Welcome to your first Inner Realms journey. Allow yourself to get comfortable in your chair and close your eyes, bringing your focus to your breath. Taking about 5 slow, deep breaths, breathing fully into your lungs and breathing out fully, releasing any tension or stress as best as you can. Each long, slow breath softens the body and relaxes the mind, allowing your body to settle in deeply and comfortably. In this journey, we will be using your inner vision and imagination to see what is presented to you as clearly as you can. Let my guidance be the foundation for your own imagination to reveal the scenes to you. As you continue to breathe deeply and your body relaxes, you begin to see a bright light form around you and within you. This shimmering light begins to grow brighter and brighter, filling your inner vision. As it grows, you begin to hear some subtle, mysterious voices chanting around you. Nanay Trandobaraka Umbata Tatrin Evananoqualeana Lendisin Nazanduna. Within this light, there is an energy, a swirling and a moving through you and around you. With each breath, the energy swirls faster and faster. Eventually, this movement begins to slow down and the light and sounds begin to fade out. The voice then begins to fade. The lights begin to dim. Within your mind's eye, you begin to see you are somewhere different. The light has transported you. You look around and realize you are now in an ancient forest. There is a thick mist in the air. It seems to be sometime like dawn or dusk, with pale light coming down through the canopy of the trees. You feel the soft forest floor beneath you. The smell of the damp forest fills the air. You begin to look around you, taking in more details of the forest. You notice the rocks, pine needles and pine cones, and soil beneath you. You hear the call of ravens somewhere nearby, and the wind rustling through the trees. You begin to take your first steps to explore this place. The thick mist is cool and damp on your skin as it swirls around you. As you walk, you observe the huge and ancient gnarled trees all around you, fading in and out of the mist. Oak, pine, and many other trees fill this forest. Looking around, what else do you see? As you continue to explore, you suddenly have a sense of being watched. You pause and look around. You take a deep and slow breath as you look to your left, then your right. Was that a form in the shadows of the mist? Is something there moving? You continue to scan your environment, sensing something in the shadows moving. You can't seem to identify it. But then there seems to be another and another dark figures moving through the shadows in the mist, to your left and right. There seems to be more and more forming around you. You feel the hair stand up on the back of your neck as some primal senses of fear begin to activate within you. You take a deep breath. Then you hear a new sound ahead, a magical chanting. Grande nara thrumbandin denavatur, hombeliandere la saka wan eliandra, dun nosavati ke hathran undalakur. Similar to what you heard when you first arrived. You look in what you think is the direction of the sound, and you see what appears to be a light beginning to glow straight ahead. As you stare at the light through the mist, it seems as though the mist in that direction begin to part, creating a clear path towards the flickering light. You look again around you for the shadows and you hear a faint hiss. It seems the shadows are moving away from the clearing, yet haven't left you alone yet. You decide to make your way towards the light through the cleared path to see what it might be. The mist continues to clear in this narrow path leading you on. As you get closer, you hear the crackling sounds of a fire. Eventually, you come to a clearing and see there a great fire blazing within a pit. This pit is in the middle of 4 evenly spaced great stone pillars, each towering at least 15 feet tall. Each stone is carved with all sorts of symbols, creatures, and unknown forms upon them. After staring at the 4 stone pillars, you bring your attention back to the fire and see within its center a large white flat stone that rises just taller than the flames. Upon the top are several objects. On the table, through the smoke, you can just barely see a great sword with a gem-encrusted dragon coiled around the hilt, a silver chalice with designs of nature and stars upon it, a wooden staff with a large crystal upon one end, an ancient-looking brown leather book with symbols carved upon it that match the great stones around the fire. There are several other items there that you cannot clearly see behind the flames and smoke. Somehow, all these items seem untouched by the roaring fire surrounding them. As you take in the scene before you, you hear a voice that says to you, "Greetings and well met, my friend. Welcome to the inner realms." You look around through the mist, and you see some movement on the other side of the fire. You slowly make your way around the fire to see what or who it is. As you come around the great stones, the mist begins to dissipate away, widening your visibility, and you are surprised at the sight. Before you is one of the largest, most ancient and gnarly trees you have ever seen. As the mist continues to clear, more and more of this gigantic tree is revealed to you. Its enormity is beyond logic. What you thought perhaps were other trees nearby are actually branches. Its great trunk is larger than a castle. It extends up into the skies beyond your view, and seems as though the tree itself is holding the starry sky in its great branches. Massive, gnarled roots emerge in all directions, going down deep into the earth. As the tree's massive scope reveals itself to you, you notice something else. Sitting at the base of the tree is a great dragon. You are not sure if it is magic or tricks from the firelight, but it seems to be swirling in coloration, from vibrant gold to shimmering silver and a pearlescent onyx black. It sits relaxed there, yet looking straight at you. You stand there, not quite sure what to do as you take in the sight. And the dragon tilts its head, then appears to give a slight grin. It stands up and you see its full size towering above you. It then speaks in what you can only imagine being more magical words. Suddenly, there is a swirl of multicolored sparks of energy swirling around the dragon. Suddenly, it disappears, replaced by a tall elven man. He has long flowing black hair, the regal striking features of an elf, and pointed ears. He wears long flowing robes that seem to shift between gold, silver, and black, much like the dragon. In his left hand, he holds a tall, gnarled wooden staff decorated in small gemstones, symbols, black feathers, and topped by a golden pine cone. He smiles, bows, and then he speaks to you. Welcome to one of the many inner realms. You are a courageous one. It is rare for one such as yourself to come here from your world. Too few, thus far, I am sad to say. Myself and the great cosmic tree of life here, also known as Yggdrasil, have been waiting for eons for your arrival. Or, if I might be so bold, your return. You see, here in the great inner realms, we remember who you once were, even if you do not yet. Long ago, you and many others like yourself took on the brave quest to go to what we call the outer realm, the human reality upon Earth. It seemed a noble and worthwhile quest. Yet, unbeknownst to all those that went, there were powerful dark forces that had been unleashed and are working in the outer realm upon Earth. Forces that would strip you of your power, your magic, and your memory, slowly but surely degrading you. Not only this, but turning friends and allies against each other, or even worse, turning you against yourself. This has gone on for far too long. Those dark, shadowy forces have reached their pinnacle in these uncertain times, thus leaving the entire outer realm of Earth in great danger. Yet hope does remain. You are that hope, my ancient friend. For although much of your power may seem diminished, it is not yet gone, and it still has the potential to be rekindled, reclaimed, and awakened. That power that we call your soul avatar is not yet lost. Myself, my fellowship, and the great tree of life itself have been hard at work cultivating our magic to send a call out to you, and you have heard it. We are prepared to assist you in your restoration. Then he lifts his staff and places it on one of the great roots of the tree of life and chants words of magic. Dasin Navatum Dran Elian Duthra, Nakai and Nadalundena, Nezavatum Draneloquum Dranewana, Nasiakana Savatukum Brehena Hua. A surge of magical energy arises from the root of the tree, up his staff, filling the pine cone at the top of the staff with light. It surges out as a ray of light right at your heart. You take a deep breath. It enters your body and you feel the surge of energy flare up within you, his eyes never leaving you. Then he speaks again to you. We are ready to assist you. However, you must make the commitment to activate your soul avatar once again. The outer realm is in desperate need of fully active soul avatars. Your choice can set forth a wave of magic in the outer realm that has the potential to assist many more than you can yet fathom. Will you rise up? He then points to the blazing fire and the items within the center, speaking again to you. Will you take up the sword of destiny, staff of power, the sacred chalice, and book of magic? These treasures and so much more are waiting for you within the inner realms. Perhaps this is the adventure you've been waiting for. This moment is your choice. You have walked through the first portal into the inner realms. Now the second portal awaits you to begin your training. If you're ready, you will proceed on to the next trainings. You will need to go through these to prepare you in order to begin traveling through the inner realms to reclaim your power. Do you walk away, back into the mist and the shadows? Or do you walk into the flames of purification to claim what is yours and begin your training? You now have some time to decide, but do not linger, for time is of the essence. After you have made your decision, the elf smiles and bows to you. He begins to chant in the magical words again. If you have decided to enter the fire, envision yourself walking into it, feeling the power and the heat of the flames. As you walk in, the items upon the central table begin to fade away, and you see a portal begin to open within the fire. As you enter, it all begins to grow brighter and brighter and brighter. The scene around you fades as the bright light takes over your inner vision and swirls about you. You feel as though you are moving through a portal again, and suddenly, with a few deep breaths, you are back in your body. You still sense the energies moving through you as you begin to slowly move your muscles, slowly feeling your body, and slowly opening your eyes. Take notice of how you feel. For those who chose not to enter the fire, we thank you for being with us here. Enjoy the mist and the shadows. For those who were brave enough to enter the fire, we invite you to join us for the most immersive and powerful adventure ever. Enter the portal at www.innerrealmsjourney.com to begin your training. The world and the realms await you.